Good afternoon, everyone. Let me start by welcoming you all to the Catalyst on what is a very special day for our University of Staffordshire graduates and their guests. Before we begin, a little bit of health and safety. In the unlikely event of an emergency, an alarm will sound. Marshals at each of the emergency exits located at the sides and rear of the hall and gallery spaces will then guide you to the assembly points and ensure that you exit safely. My name is Jenny Amphlett, and it is my privilege to be the Master of Ceremonies for today. You're in the heart of our campus, in our flagship building, and we are delighted to have you with us. Everyone here at the university knows just how important this day is for our graduates, and so I'd like to take a few moments to walk you through how the ceremony will work and what happens after the event. The ceremony will commence as the platform party make their way through the hall to their seats behind me. Our Chair of the Board of Governors, Dr. Martin Pugh, will then make a short address. The Vice-Chancellor and Executive Dean will move to the lower platform, ready to receive graduands. Each graduate will be guided by our team of ushers to come to the platform to receive their award. The name of each graduate will be announced individually and also by course before they cross the lower platform. Graduates, please walk across the lower platform, doff your cap to the Vice-Chancellor and your Executive Dean, and our ushers will be there to guide you back to your seats. Now, graduates, we suspect this is the part of the ceremony you are most nervous about. Please don't be. There is a small ramp which brings you up to the platform, so please take care if you're wearing heels. And don't doff your cap too early. Don't doff your cap on the ramp. Don't doff your cap on the ramp. Wait until you reach the center of the platform and you will see a little green fluorescent marker on the floor. That is where you doff your cap to the Vice-Chancellor because that's the best camera angle. But please feel free to stop and wave and smile at your guests if you wish to do so. And that's enough talk about doffing for one afternoon. Guests, this is your opportunity to celebrate the amazing achievement of the graduate you are here with today. Whilst we ask you to remain seated as the graduates cross the platform, we want to encourage you to celebrate their success and reward the hard work that goes into gaining an academic award. So please, during the ceremony, don't be shy. Make as much noise as you can. Cheering, applause, whooping, stamping, they're all permitted, and in fact, they're positively encouraged. Just to make sure you're all warmed up, I think we should do a little practice run first. So graduates at the back of the room over there, I'd like you to set the bar and show your guests how it's done. I'm told you're quite a noisy bunch, so let's see how loud you can be. On a count of 3, let's all give a big cheer for the graduating class of 2025. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's wonderful. Well done. So now it's the turn of the guests. So let's show them how much noise you can make here at the front of the room. After 3, let's all give a big cheer for the graduating class of 2025. 1, 2, 3. Excellent, excellent. Now that's more like it. At the end of the ceremony, we would ask that all graduates and guests stand as the platform party leave the ceremony hall. Once the platform party has left, graduates, you will follow on and be met by your guard of honor. Guests, we ask that you please remain seated until all graduates have exited the building. We will then all head outside where our photographer and marshals will choreograph the cap throw photograph. Now, as we live in Britain and we're somewhat obsessed with the weather, and whilst we don't have the glorious heat wave of last week, and there does look to be a bit of a dark cloud over there, I do have every faith that all will be well with this outside photo. Our official photographer is ready, along with a drone. We really want to ensure you get the chance to have that iconic hat throw photo, whatever the weather. And after that, it's time to celebrate in the LRV, where there will be music, refreshments, photography, alumni goodie bags, and merchandise. So that's our schedule for this afternoon. Now let's enjoy what will surely be one of the most memorable days in the lives of our graduates. Without further ado, let's begin the ceremony. Please stand, if you are able, as we welcome our platform party. I invite the Chair of the Board of Governors, Dr. Martin Pugh, to deliver the opening address.
I declare that the Convocation of University of Staffordshire 2025 is now assembled. Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, colleagues from around the university, graduands and friends. As Chair of the Board of Governors at University of Staffordshire, I welcome you all on this very special occasion, a celebration of achievement for our class of 2025. Today we mark the success of graduands from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences and the Department of Psychology. We also celebrate the success of graduates from Education Partners Stoke-on-Trent Sixth Form College, Burton and South Derbyshire College, Newcastle and Stafford Colleges Group, South Staffordshire College and Ashton Sixth Form College. Graduands, congratulations on reaching this incredible milestone. As you step into the next chapter of your lives, remember that the world is constantly evolving. The skills and knowledge you have gained here are your foundation, but your ability to adapt, innovate and embrace change will be your greatest asset. I want you all to feel that today is your day, an opportunity to properly celebrate your significant achievements and to reflect on how far you have come. I also wish to pay tribute to the university staff, your family, friends and colleagues who have encouraged and inspired you throughout your studies, culminating in your graduation today. As a university, we pride ourselves on our talented students, and here is just a taster. We're proud to highlight the outstanding achievements of several trainee health psychologists. Sarah Olaluyi, a student on the Professional Doctorate in Health Psychology, attended the House of Commons with Associate Professor Amy Burton and HAE UK to advocate for improved psychological support for patients with hereditary angioedema. Her work highlights the vital role health psychologists play in supporting those with long-term conditions. Julie Davies, also on the Professional Doctorate, worked with young co-researchers to present their findings at the Craniofacial Society of Great Britain and Ireland annual conference, earning the President's Award for Best Talk. We also celebrate recent research funding successes. Dr. Sarah Dean has secured funding for a Level 5 student to support a participatory action research project with a special school, exploring ways to reduce children's stress during medical appointments, as well as funding for a psychology research assessment placement. And Dr. Romina Vivaldi has received support from the BPS Undergraduate Research Assistantship Scheme to fund a summer research apprenticeship for an undergraduate student. Ours is a university that exists to level the playing field, a university driven by the belief that talent is everywhere, but opportunity is not. We are proud to be ranked in the top 5 for first-generation students in the Mail University Guide 2025, and in the top 5 for social inclusion in the Times and Sunday Times Good University Guide 2025. And just last month, we were ranked equal first in the UK in the Times Higher Education Impact Rankings 2025 for our contribution to access to quality education for all, recognising in particular our support of students who are the first in their family to experience university. We believe in building skills that not only transform lives, but uplift communities. That's why we are especially proud to be recognised third in the UK for career prospects in the 2025 What Uni Student Choice Awards, based entirely on student feedback. This accolade is more than a ranking. It reflects the heart of our mission to help every student, regardless of background, not just find a job, but build a future. We know that true success is about more than employment statistics. It's about empowering people to thrive, to lead, and to make a difference. At this point in the ceremony, it's traditional to reflect on the journeys of those who've gone on to achieve remarkable things. This summer, our Chancellor, Major Levison Wood, world explorer, author, and filmmaker, delivered a powerful TEDx talk at our university titled, "Everything You Want is on the Other Side of Fear." He spoke about how fear is not simply something to overcome, but something to work with, a signal, a guide, and a catalyst for growth. Drawing on his own life-threatening experiences and global expeditions, he reminded us that courage doesn't mean being fearless, it means moving forward despite our fears. That the cave we fear to enter often holds the treasure we seek. Graduands, whether you are stepping into a new job, continuing your studies, or taking time to figure out your path, you will encounter uncertainty. But uncertainty is not the enemy. It's the beginning of discovery. So, when fear taps you on the shoulder before an interview, a presentation, a new beginning, know that it's a sign you're about to grow. On the other side of that fear may lie your biggest opportunity, your boldest moment, your real magic. In a world that is changing faster than ever, your adaptability, your creativity, and your compassion will matter. And your courage, however quiet or loud it may be, will be the thing that carries you forward. My advice to you is to build strong networks and seek out mentors. Look for the kind of success that doesn't just elevate you, but uplifts others too. Our class of 2025 has the power to drive meaningful change, not just in careers and industries, but in communities and conversations. The future needs you, your voice. But with purpose and persistence, you'll find your way. I wish you every success in the journey ahead, and I hope you truly enjoy today, a celebration of how far you've come and a launch pad for where you're heading next. Honoured guests, please be upstanding and welcome our class of 2025.
I invite Head of Department Kirsty Apps to present the graduands from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences from the Department of Psychology.
Chair of the Board of Governors, Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present to you those students within the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences from the Department of Psychology who have gained the following awards. For a thesis entitled The Dark Side of Conspiracy Theories, exploring the influence of conspiracy beliefs on violence responses and jury decision-making, supervised by Dr. Richard Jolly, the award of Doctor of Philosophy is made to Tanya Schrader. For work including research on experiences of a peer mentoring service for parents of children and adolescents with eating disorders, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Alexander Klein. For work including research on exploring therapist perceptions of distress in psychedelic-assisted therapy, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Clinical Psychology is awarded to Connor Coman. For work including research into the impact of a community weight management programme, supervised by Dr. Emily Buckley, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Health Psychology is awarded to Rebecca Brown. For work including research to explore self-management and coping in young adults with pain, supervised by Dr. Amy Burton, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Health Psychology is awarded to Paige Carrada. For work including research into the predictors of health anxiety by proxy in parents of teenagers living with type 1 diabetes, supervised by Dr. Rachel Povey, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Health Psychology is awarded to Kerry Lum. For work including research exploring barriers and enablers to implementation of smoking cessation within inpatient mental health services and pharmacist perceptions of e-cigarettes, supervised by Professor Richard Cook, Dr. Lisa Cowat, and Professor Karen Rodham, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Health Psychology is awarded to Peter Marriott. For work including research into weight management experiences of individuals living with fibromyalgia and predictors of well-being in English apprentices, supervised by Dr. Rachel Povey and Professor Karen Rodham, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Health Psychology is awarded to Chloe Mitchell. For work including research into the impact of viewing a SCOLD prevention campaign on beliefs and interviews with parents about burns injury prevention materials, supervised by Dr. Gemma Hurst, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Health Psychology is awarded to Cara Salt. For work including research into the effectiveness and acceptability of third-wave therapies and the experiences of psychological support among patients with type 1 diabetes, supervised by Dr. Emily Buckley and Professor Karen Rodham, the degree of Professional Doctorate in Health Psychology is awarded to Michael Swift. Bachelor's degree in Forensic and Criminological Psychology, Daisy Ball. Evan Bloor. Matthew Kerr-Slade. Isabel Edwards. Ashley Fulcher. Josh Marsden. Morgan Mattox. Lyra Rose Piper. Faith Meadows. Damien O'Rourke. Susan Scott. Francesca Sennett. Amy Wild. Bachelor's degree in forensic psychology, Hannah Bosworth. Amelia Fair. Jessica Horsfall. Rosina Hulder. Bethany Price. Bachelor's degree in psychological studies, Rebecca Adams. Famima Lowa Babalola. Mandy Webb. Bachelor's degree in psychology, Martha Ball. Harry Brooks. Courtney Casey. Jack Challoner. Kelly Cooper. Abigail Denny. Jessica Duff. Georgia Evans. Millie Hicks. Simeon Kaushik. Sumia Khartoum. Katie McPhail. Holly Myers. Liam O'Connor. Jade Pierce. Sophia Rossi. Joanna Stakovic. Chelsea Swift. Tomei Tolbert. Jessica Ashison. Receiving both the British Psychological Society Undergraduate Award and the prize for the highest undergraduate achievement in the Department of Psychology, Barbara Balog. Nicola Beard. Jada Brown. Daniela Cooper. Farah Edwards. Eleanor Hanson. Charlotte Hume. Katie Lloyd. Jane Parfitt. Leonie Poynton. Sana Rasool. Jessica Reeve. Rachel Watts. Ellie Wright. Amber Zishan. Chair of the Board of Governors, Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the awards from the School of Health, Education, Policing and Sciences from the Department of Psychology.
I now invite Martha Ball, a graduating student from the class of 2025, to the platform to give a vote of thanks on behalf of the graduating students.
Hello graduates, guests and platform party. I am honoured to stand here today to celebrate our graduation and the hard work we have all put in. Up until being asked to speak today, my biggest fear was tripping across the stage. But with the excitement that came the opportunity to give this speech came many more fears. What if my speech was boring? What if I stumbled over my words? What if I trip up when walking to the platform? But in writing this speech, I reflect on my past 3 years at the university, and I've realised that my fears, that my fears are not just normal, they were integral to my achievements. I was scared during my first ever psychology lesson when I took it at A-level, but I fell in love with the subject. I was scared to start at the University of Staffordshire, a new city so far from home where everyone says giraffe instead of giraffe. I think we were all scared to start our first lab report, exams, and various assignments that felt impossible. And yet, despite those fears, here we are, walking proudly across the stage today. I could tell you a lot about fear from the psychology degree at this university. I could tell you that fear triggers a flight or fight response, that it resides in the amygdala, and that is a result of chemical reactions in the brain. I could also tell you that fear protects us. It keeps us safe from things we're unsure about. But that doesn't mean that you should let fear from the future hold you back from achieving your dreams. Fear is overcome in many ways, and one of the biggest ways is through peer support. And it is for that reason I want to thank so many of the people graduating with me today who have given me encouragement and advice and truly shaped who I am today. If I can offer just one bit of advice, it is that when you feel afraid in the future, remember that you managed to write your first lab report, even though you felt unequipped, and many more, you kept going. That didn't stop you from working hard and achieving. As American author and businessman John A. Shedd once said, a ship in a harbour is safe, but that's not what ships are built for. So as you take your next steps, don't let the fear of what could go wrong stop you from pursuing the right path. Sometimes leaving the harbour means taking opportunities that feel out of your depth, and yes, very scary. Let's take a moment to thank the friends, family, and loved ones who have supported us throughout this journey. We truly couldn't have done it without you. I'd also like to thank the wonderful psychology department, not only for providing a varied and interesting course, but also for supporting us in every way. To our supervisors, Thank you for answering 101 emails and panicked messages about our dissertations this past year. Your support and guidance has helped us dream big, and your passion has inspired us all. So I ask everyone here today to please join me in showing appreciation for our lecturers, technical staff and support staff, and everyone who's helped us along our way.
I invite Vice-Chancellor Professor Martin Jones to deliver the closing remarks.
How do I follow that fabulous speech this afternoon? Well, graduates, huge congratulations to every one of you in this room right now. Be proud of what you've achieved. Because Vice-Chancellor fills me with enormous pride to see you cross this stage today. I think to witness the extraordinary wealth of talent and opportunity gathered right here in this room now. Because your path through psychology, whether it's clinical, forensic, academic, has demanded not just academic rigour, but I think a huge amount of emotional depth that we've seen. You explored human behaviour in all its complexity, delved into theories of the mind, identity, wrestled with data and research ethics, and sought to understand really, I think, what shapes our thinking, our feeling, our attitudes and behaviour. And that work, as we've heard, takes extreme persistence and perseverance. It also takes courage and determination. But you've completed demanding placements, conducted research through challenging assumptions, learned to listen, really listen to people's experience and perspectives. And that's really what matters. Because psychology is not just a field of study. I think it's a lens through which to understand ourselves and to understand one another. Because today, I think, is not the end of that journey. It's the beginning of the real impacts you're going to make on our societies and economies. Because you leave here not just with qualifications, I think, but with empathy, with richness, with insight. I think with an ability to ask difficult questions that hold the space for serious and difficult truths. Now, whether you go on to be a clinical psychologist, a researcher, an educator, a practitioner, a policymaker, or an academic even, something entirely different. I think the world needs you. The world from today needs your skills and experience. Why? Because we're living through a time, I think, of heightened pressure on mental health, our justice systems, our public trust, I think our societal fabric and well-being. And your work directly or indirectly with people through the scenes, through your research, I think is going to play a crucial role in how we respond to those challenges of society. Why? Because at University of Staffordshire, we call this the next generation educational experience. Not just equipping you for today's jobs, but preparing you to lead for the world of tomorrow. And in that world for tomorrow, I think we've helped you, I think, to become not only critical thinkers, but compassionate professionals. Compassionate professionals and folk that actually dare to look deeper, speak up and act with extreme integrity. So as you go forward, please hold on to your values. Hold on to these values of curiosity, honesty and kindness that guide your path going forward. But please stay connected. Firstly, stay connected to each other. And secondly, stay connected to us. Because as alumni of this university, be part of our community, that community of change makers, because your success is part of our shared legacy after today. And as you step forward into your career and your next callings, I want to leave you with the words of a psychologist called Carl Jung. Carl Jung said, "Your vision will become clearer only when you can look into your own heart. Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens." May you keep looking inwards with honesty and integrity, but also with deep courage, but outwards, please, with empathy and vision going forward from today. Now, before we head outside for the iconic academic cap throw, which will be captured on film and in photos, and our Master of Ceremonies will explain how this works in a moment, I'd like to ask graduates and your guests, if you're able to, please stand. And on my countdown, let's mark this incredible achievement this afternoon with the biggest cheer in this room today, please, and a round of applause on my countdown from 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. Now that concludes your graduation ceremony, but the party is, of course, just beginning. Let me remind you what happens next. When I finish speaking, I will ask you if you're able to stand. That will be the signal for our harpist, Rachel, to begin playing and for the mace bearer to approach the stage. The mace bearer will then lead the platform party, followed by our academics, out of the Catalyst Gallery via the rear doors. There they will form a guard of honour for our students who will follow on. Once outside, graduates, you will be met by our photographer and photographic marshals who will choreograph the iconic academic cap throw photograph. Guests, at the signal of our ushers, once the last of our graduates has exited, you are free to join graduates outside. When the cap throw photo has been taken, please can all graduates and guests make their way to the LRV where refreshments will be served, music will be playing, and photography, alumni, flower, and merchandise stores await you. You can also collect your degree certificate. That's very important, you're going to need it. Then when you're ready, gowns can be returned to the registration area before you leave campus. Graduates, this is your day. We couldn't be more proud of you and what you have achieved and wish you all the luck for your future. Now, please go and enjoy your celebrations. Please be upstanding if you're able. Harpist, if you please.
starting there for me. So if the counting on three, we'll do the cheer first. Just so I'm very team system and I can see everybody. And I get it through the road.
First photo, one cheer. Second photo for
I'm going to sink.